What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Carolina Panthers versus Cleveland Browns Week 1 NFL preseason matchup going down Friday, August 8th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up for the week ahead. We got Major League Baseball on the board. We got WNBA action as well as more Week 1 NFL preseason action to talk about. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. We also hit our goal of 250,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you that's helped us get to where we are today. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button by now, though, please do so. And if you have, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Let's start making some money during the NFL preseason with this matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Now, I will say, coming into this, tread lightly betting the preseason, especially Week 1. This is the first time we're seeing a lot of these teams in action. And like I said, for me, I tread very lightly during the preseason because, like I said, we can take these coaches' words at face value. Some of it's gamesmanship. Some of it is, making statements where, oh yeah, they're going to play a few series. And while we would hope that a few would mean 6 or 7, a few to a head coach could mean 2 or 3. So, like I said, tread lightly. But the Cleveland Browns, they're coming off of a 3-14 season last year. It was absolutely horrible. After an 11-win season and a playoff berth the season prior. And what does Cleveland do? Well, they overhaul everything. Deshaun Watson's having issues staying healthy. So they go out, they get Kenny Pickett. They re-sign Joe Flacco. So, they bring in some reputable pieces, some pieces that do have some tenure in the NFL, but they also invested in the future. They drafted Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. This has been one of the more deeper and more intriguing quarterback rooms in the NFL in the offseason. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Cleveland Browns do going forward. Jerome Ford back as lead back. DeAndre Carter added for some depth as well. But for me, this is still just a relatively inconsistent Browns team in terms of what this team is going to be going forward. You do bring back Myles Garrett. You got Malik Collins. You've got some solid, pieces in the defense as well. And this is a Cleveland team that has been known for a solid pass rush led by Myles Garrett. And I think that, this sort of new sense of hope for the Browns that, maybe that this season could be a little bit different. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how it breaks down. But in this game, you're probably going to see a lot of, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, a lot of the lower string players here. And now you take on a Carolina team that, showed some flashes in 2024. They went 5-12, but they added a great receiver in Teteroa McMillan from Arizona to help give Bryce Young another true number one option alongside Xavier Legette and Adam Thielen. They've got Rico Dowdle coming in to help Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. The Panthers overhauled their defense as well. They re-signed J.C. Horn to make him the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. So for me, this is also a big year for the Panthers to see where these two teams are headed in their respective rebuilds. The thing is, though, in this game, I don't know if I want to lay 6.5 points with the Carolina Panthers in this one because, like I've said before, I do feel that betting on the preseason is all about betting on depth and betting on who you have in the lower strings on the card or on the depth chart. And while Andy Dalton could see some action, I do have a feeling that we're going to see a healthy dose of Jack Plummer in this game at quarterback for Carolina. And I think this game is more about the Cleveland Browns and seeing who they've got. And I wouldn't be surprised if Shedeur Sanders, maybe even Dillon Gabriel, come in with a bit of a chip on their shoulders in the preseason to try to, show out and earn their roster spot because these guys are, by no means locks to make the NFL, to make the cut in the NFL for their respective teams. So I'm going to lean towards the Browns here, plus the 6.5. I think Cleveland has enough pieces that they show up to make it competitive in this one. Like I said, I just don't know if I want to lay 6.5 with the Panthers in the preseason. So give me the Browns plus the 6.5 here, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.